What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video on plug power because we just got a flash of a pretty good signal for plug, at least for a longer term duration type thing. Right now, we know the Fed and interest rates and inflation and war, all of these different types of things are affecting the market and out of any single company's control. So, pain in the market to be expected, at least short term right now. But looking directly at plug itself, it's actually got a good sign flashing right now. And that would be this sign right here, that the insider trading volumes, as we can see this whole thing recently, for in March we had 9 insider buy transactions, no sales, only buys from the insiders, just like we had in December. And we keep looking back through all of this. We go all the way back to April 2021, so an entire year ago, for we had one sale, and you can just see the blue bars heavily outweigh the pink red bars. So a lot more buying going on than selling, basically letting us know that the insiders are extremely bullish about the company, happy about what's going on, excited about what they're going to do and what they're building. So this gives long-term potential and long-term value to the company. When the insiders want to own the stock, that just shows they believe they're doing the right thing. They believe the value is going to go up and is in a good value right now to be buying the stock. So even though we can look at the price chart here, and we see the last time they bought, the price fell, and then we see kind of stagnant, climbing back up, and they're buying again, the price falls again. Unfortunate for them buying and the times they're buying, but what's really important is the outside factors. It's not really plug itself having a problem. It is more the entire market being in a bad spot, a weak spot, a little bit of a bearish spot. So it's not on plug itself, just like for any company in this market, for the majority of companies in this market that are good companies and doing the right things, they can suffer because the market's just in a bad, weak spot. We can see the analyst targets as well, still at $41.08. So basically 60% upside from here. That's the average. The high 78 and the low 21. So we are closer to the low than any of the other ones, but these are 12-month price targets. So, $78 within 12 months. 21 is the low within 12 months. So the average would be $41 within the 12-month period with 0 sell ratings, 3 holds, and 9 buys. So analysts still, unchanged. They're still just saying buy the stock, hold the stock. Nothing's changed for it to sell. It's all outside factors affecting plug instead of plug not being a great business. And we can see that this might be, you can take it two different ways. So hedge funds decreased their holdings of plug power in the last quarter. This is for the December quarter. This right here isn't out yet, but you can see the decrease in shares bought by hedge funds, but the price still went up. So we'll probably see that hedge funds actually bought more. But even if hedge funds didn't buy more shares of Plug Power, that's still a very good sign. That shows us that there's a lot of strong retail behind this stock, and that's pushing the price up without the huge big money of hedge funds in Wall Street yet. And I think this is definitely a stock where the future is massive. What Plug Power can do with renewable energy, how the world's turning towards renewable energy now and alternative energy sources now with everything that's going on. I think that's a perfect spotlight for Plug to come in and just kind of show that they can make this energy that's efficient, that works well, and they can go out and do it. And I think they're the best company to do it. So it's something that's changing in the world that could benefit Plug itself, but it's not going to happen quickly. It's not going to happen within a year, within 2 years. It's going to be a long process of building out their infrastructure, building their plants, get the plants operating, get people to adopt the energy and hydrogen. So it's going to be a process. And if we look at the plug power chart, we did earlier break out of this red channel, had basically a straight line up out of the red channel, got all the way to like $32 before, the market started getting super turbulent, super bad, falling down. And the overall market was not in a great spot. So plug, being more volatile than the overall market, fell pretty hard and fell right back into this middle of the red channel here at $25.77. So right now, kind of just sitting there. We've been trading sideways basically here for the last couple of days, basically almost all week, Beginning of the week fell in, the rest of the week kind of just traded sideways this entire time. And it wouldn't be surprising at all to see plug go down to $23, 23.71, something like this, to go to the bottom of this channel and hopefully probably bounce up and then try and make a rally to the top here. So just like we had before, where we stayed in this channel for a long time. Basically, it allowed for the massive move up in price that plug had. So we saw it here bounce off the bottom here 3 times before a massively big run all the way up to $46 from it was 23.72, something like that. So that's a massive run, like doubling in price, crazy stuff. And then ultimately we kind of hit our heads up here, came back down to the channel, and then right now where we sit. So maybe we see the same thing kind of acting up. Well, the market's in a turbulent spot and the overall market isn't in a super healthy spot. As you can see on this left side here, lots and lots of red. Maybe we see it kind of bounce around in this channel yet again from about 23.63 to 28.37, and seeing that if they can get momentum, build up momentum, so that once they start to get the market in a better spot overall, then plug can have a massive move up and an explosive move up, as long as they continue their fundamentals and keep pushing out the product. And we see that the demand for alternative energy is still there. And as we can see from something like this, you can see the number of hedge funds that hold plug power are 23 hedge funds. This just kind of talks about plug overall. Their last revenue numbers came in at almost $162 million, which outperformed the market consensus by $4.12 million, which is good. We had increasing revenue. We have that staircase in revenue for plug power of going up and up every single earnings report, which is amazing. That's what we want to see, the growth coming out for plug. The best thing we want to see as well now, though, is their revenue start to stop burning so much money, because it seems every time they've gone up in price, up in revenue, that their profit is still severely negative, dropping even harder. So we want to kind of get that reverse, where we get revenue going up, but then not burning as much money, and eventually flipping to making money and being positive. And a big thing for plug right here is this production facility in New York. It's expected to produce 45 metric tons of green liquid hydrogen per day, which would make it the biggest green hydrogen facility in North America. So that facility itself in New York is getting some pretty good treatment there. They have a tax abatement that they've got like 70%. They're going to get a little bit of a break there. It's going to help them continue running and just get this plant operational and, jump into this market and get everything to start working. So it's going to be pretty good to see how that works out, how that facility, how that plant starts to produce hydrogen, and see where it starts to get distributed. They've been building their infrastructure. Time to put it to work, get it out there, get it working. We can see good news for stuff like this, like plug power is rising in popularity amongst the analysts and elite hedge funds alike. Obviously, that's good. They got a lot of money. So if the big hedge funds of Wall Street start coming in, then we got a lot of money coming in to plug power, moves the price up. Simple as that. And if we look at just kind of hedge fund stakes and stuff, we see, at least for this stakeholder, it was only 0.13% of their entire investment portfolio. So we're still at the very beginning, where there's not a lot of money allocated to plug power. It's kind of like we think it could be something big, allocate some money to it, but not a lot yet. So we haven't seen a huge inflow of these different types of hedge funds money and Wall Street money that can really push prices on companies. So plug power looks pretty good. The chart obviously a little bit choppy, but due to the overall market, to be understood, to be expected as well. We're kind of just in this red range. We probably be in this red channel range for a lot of time here, unless something ridiculously good happens for the macro environment, where the market is just like, wow, this is the best news we could have ever imagined for, and a massive rally starts. But other than something like that, we probably are going to be around this channel for quite a long time. But fundamentally, plug looks good. Fundamentally, it's sound. It's building on infrastructure, getting things ready, and even insiders are massively excited about what the company is doing. So always a good sign to see. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in my next video.